What is up, everybody? Welcome to another fresh take. Vicky, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I am doing well. So, Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 5, or as I like to call it, Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1. Uh, so, this chapter is entitled The Return of the Mandalorian, and I'm just going to go on and spoiler alert. This is an episode of The Mandalorian. Because hardly nobody from Book of Boba Fett is in this, except for one person at the end of the episode, the literal end of the episode. And I hate to be that guy. This is the best episode of the season.
It truly. Listen, I was calling this episode Mandalorian season 2.5, right? Because we've had 2 seasons, right?
Well, we're back in. Well, I guess you could say that.
Right. We've had 2 seasons of The Mandalorian so far.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And this happened after stuff from The Mandalorian season 2. Yeah. So, Mandalorian season 2.5. That's what this episode was. It's not a Boba Fett episode. They lied. They had uploaded the raw episode over here, and it meant to be over there. That's what that is. Okay, y'all. So, Fennec shows up at the end, but you know what I'm saying? She was already in the Mandalorian anyway. Yeah. So it's the Mandalorian episode 2.5. I don't care what they say. It's not any Boba Fett, nothing. Mandalorian season 2.5. You had the chickie it was all a full on.
It was a full on episode.
It was a full on montage building the cruiser thing. No, it was a full on. You had the little Republic people roll up on him. That was
season 2. That was in season 2.
It was full on the whole characters and everything from all of the Mandalorian. Okay, so this is Mandalorian season 2.5. That's what that episode was. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, it's not a lie. It's just not a lie. Because at first I was like, okay, because when the episode starts, it kicks off with Boba doing a bounty. Okay, I'm like, cool. They teased it last episode. I'm glad they didn't wait, because I thought they was gonna wait till the end of the episode for him to show up.
Yeah.
I didn't know they was gonna do the whole episode.
I was like, oh, he gonna show up at the end or 7 minutes before the end. Nah, nope. They're like, hold on. No. Nope. And what they did was like, and in this part of the galaxy, the Mandalorian was doing XYZ. Let's watch what he was doing. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. Okay. And they did a couple of cool things in this episode. One, they showed that they showed the downsides of having a lightsaber. Because a lightsaber isn't like a regular sword where there's usually a dull edge. There is no dull edge on a lightsaber. So if you mess around and hit yourself with it, you're going to hurt yourself.
You get hurt by it too.
Yeah. So they did a good job of showing that, because once again, he's not used to fighting with a lightsaber. And the darksaber is basically a lightsaber. He's not used to fighting with that thing. Mm-hmm. So the very first, when he's doing his bounty, and which I don't understand why he's using it. I'm like, just use the spear. I'm like, I don't, but that's neither here nor there.
You have 55 billion weapons on you, which we saw him strip off.
Yeah.
one that you're actually a little bit more proficient with.
Because he didn't want the dark saber to begin with. So I'm like, why are you even using it? And like you said, you should have used what he's proficient with. But even though he didn't do that, it made for a real cool sequence because he murked everybody in there, which they had it coming. The dudes in that room had it coming because he told them, "Look, man, I can either deliver you warm, or I can deliver you cold." At that point, I just would have left with him.
I don't care which way it goes.
And this always kills me with the whole bounty hunting thing is, okay, I'm gonna show a picture of you that ain't me, bruh. Like, it's fam, you. It's clearly you.
Fam, you know it's you. I know it's you. Like, come on.
I'm waiting for one of the henchmen to be like, dude, that's you. I'm not dying for you. That's you. Get him. I'm waiting for one of a situation like that to happen because I'm like, everybody know who this is. He's a Mandalorian. He's a bounty hunter. Why am I taking this risk?
Exactly.
Like, nah, dude, that's you. Bye. You ain't, man, that's what you get for not letting me have Halloween off. You know? Because that's essentially what happened. Because after he kills everybody in the room, he tells the rest of the factory workers, hey, look, there's a pile of credits in there. Y'all can either let me go or, be like them in there and not have them credits. Them dudes, like, they looked at each other. Yeah, man, let's go get them credits. Mm-hmm. I'm like, smart decision because that's the decision to make. Yeah, I will never understand why idiots do the hard way. I never understand that, but whatever. Also, did you find it odd that there was a Halo ring in the Star Wars universe?
Listen, always be prepared for anything, okay?
It was for my Halo fans. Watch this episode. There is a Halo ring in the. I'm starting to get the feeling that Disney's like, hey. Paramount, if Paramount messed this up, y'all know we can do this. Just saying.
Just
saying. Hey, Microsoft, call us. If they mess this up, call us. We got seasons 2. We can do season 2 through whatever. Like, I'm like, okay, dude, that's blatant. And then there's another scene where it's blatantly Mass Effect, where they kind of when he goes to drop off the bounty, and I'm like, is this the Citadel from Mass Effect?
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so basically we're here, just Disney just being like, look, we want all the franchises.
We want it all. Run that.
I mean, hey, y'all can do this the easy way or the hard way. You can go with your streaming service that may not work, or you come with ours. That's pretty much. I feel like that's pretty much what they were saying. So he goes back. He meets with the blacksmith. And the other Mandalorian, I thought they were dead in season 1. In the season 1, I thought they all got killed, especially when they showed the helmets. I just could swear they got, but apparently they didn't die. And why did he give up? I wouldn't have gave up that spear. I'm sorry. I'm not giving up that spear.
So he took the spear, he melted it down for something for Grogu.
Yeah, he would have got I would have had him melt down a piece of it to make him a tiny spear. You ain't taking my spear.
But this is his son, basically. What do you mean?
I would have gave him a Sega Genesis. He'll be all right. I would have got him a Sega Genesis. He'll be all right.
Jay, come on. It was the way. Now, come on.
Yeah, the way is for me to keep that spear. But I'm gonna miss that spear. I like the spear. I like that spear. But that's just me. Then they actually showed something cool that's actually from the expanded universe. They actually showed the purge of the Mandalore, which I didn't think they were ever going to show it. And they pretty much, just pretty much said that, yeah, the Empire were some pricks.
Mm-hmm.
They were clearly some pricks. You kind of like, well, they did bring stability to the galaxy. No, they were some pricks. They were not right. And they pretty much showed that. I'm like, okay, y'all was just wilding for real, huh, Empire? Y'all really did need to get stopped. So there's that. The whole stuff with Amy Sedaris, because like we said in the beginning, this is a full-on Mandalorian episode. This is everybody from Mandalorian from the Mandalorian series is in this episode, including the director.
You know what? They was like, everybody, hold on, everybody. Wait a minute. Matter of fact, hold on. While we are shooting the Mandalorian and everybody here, we're gonna shoot this other episode. And it's gonna be like when Gwyneth Paltrow didn't know she was in Spider-Man, she was like, "No, I wasn't." Yeah, you were. No,
Yeah,
I was not in Spider-Man.
Yes, you were.
They're like, I wasn't in Boba Fett. What do you mean? No. Wait, that was Boba Fett?
Yeah.
I bet you that's what they did. They was just like, oh wait, we gotta record this one episode. People think it's gonna be part of Mandalorian, and then they record so much stuff that a lot of stuff gets cut. A lot of stuff gets cut. So if you don't see that episode, you don't see part of it. You're like, oh, whatever. They're probably gonna run some clips in something else. Mm-hmm. And they did. They put this whole episode over here. That's what they did. They put a Gwyneth Paltrow with all of them.
I can see that because, like, especially if you know how secretive a lot of the actors have said Disney is about Star Wars, and especially about Marvel, where they're like, we only get like 2 pages of the script or the stuff that we have for that day, the day of. I can totally believe them saying, okay, we're gonna shoot this, but this episode is gonna go over here. Well,
they hid Grogu.
Yeah.
They hid this whole child. All right. They hid the whole child better than Drake hid his baby. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, come on now. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing a good job when Funko can't even release it until after the season's over with.
Yeah. You was not getting no Funko Pops for the holidays of Grogu because they couldn't get it together.
They couldn't get it together. They had to do it. I think it was like what the second season they did all of the stuff with Grogu, like the Santa Claus.
February after everything that they were able to actually get some products out.
Yeah,
they were playing. Every retailer was playing such a hard catch up to this money making beast. They were like, we don't have any Grogu merch. We have no. Oh, we didn't have a name at the time. We have no child Baby Yoda merch. We have no Baby Yoda merch.
Nothing.
We're missing money, people.
Because the people that were actually making money were the artists that could actually put it on the shirt quick. So they were doing it, and like Disney couldn't really say nothing because they didn't have the name. They were just putting their own
outline.
Yeah. They were putting like their own artwork on a T-shirt, basically.
Yeah.
So
it was the outline of something.
Yeah. So it was like, okay. So and then all the retailers they were mad because they really didn't have none. Because usually what happened is they'll get like the artwork stuff from the company first, and then they'll be able to produce the stuff to have it out in time. Of course, they can't say nothing, but the problem is they didn't want nobody knowing about the child.
Like, at all. Even when because I get emails all the time saying, embargoed until such and such date. You cannot release this information until this particular date. We get it all the time. People still release information, whatever, through backdoor channels, yada, yada, yada. They was like, no.
We're not telling nobody.
Be so surprised when this happened. Y'all going to fall off your chair and drop down and get your ego on. Like, you ain't gonna know what you're gonna do.
And that is surprising because Star Wars merch tends to make a lot of money real quick. And they were behind the 8 ball. I found that to be hilarious. So for this, it's just
but then think about that. They were more concerned about giving the fans a surprise than
they were about making money.
And the merch and the billions of dollars that they left on the table that they delayed the money. And they probably missed out on some money because people were like, oh, well, by the time you got it, we're like, oh, I don't really care to get it now.
Yeah.
They missed out on money. They delayed it because they cared more about the fans getting this surprise than actually releasing the merch.
Basically.
That's deep. That's deep.
Especially for Disney. Especially for Disney. Yeah.
That is deep. That's how much they cared. Y'all gotta think about that now. Y'all gotta think about that.
Which makes me wonder how many episodes is Mandalorian season 3, because I'm like, if they shot this and they moved this episode over, which could easily be done because the way the whole episode went, until Fennec shows up in the last literally 5 minutes, she shows up at the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It is not a Boba. That's how you know it's a Boba Fett episode, because that's when she actually goes to hire him for the muscle that they needed from last episode.
even then, we met her for the first time in the Mandalorian. Yeah. So
it's one of those situations you're like, okay, outside of that, this could have easily been season 3, episode 1.
Nope, season 2.5.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can see how it could be the first episode of the new season. I'm like, and you wouldn't skip a beat. So nope. I'm sitting here just laughing. And of course, the director of this episode is Bryce Dallas Howard, who has directed some of the best episodes of The Mandalorian. Which makes it even more like, bruh.
It's not, come on, y'all. Let's all say it. It is not a Boba Fett episode.
No,
it's not. It's the Mandalorian that they showed on Wednesday in the Boba Fett time slot. That's all that basically is. Let's not tell a lie.
And no Boba Fett music. It was all Mandalorian music. The soundtrack was all Mandalorian.
All Mandalorian.
So, that's what's kind of making me a little sad, a teeny tiny bit, because I'm like, bro, this is gonna overshadow these last episodes. You got 2 more episodes. You just got overshadowed in your own stuff. This is the best episode of the season. Exactly. And the season has been so up and down because of, like we've said in previous weeks, the flashbacks have been the best part of the episodes. The present stuff was stupid. Mm-hmm. Then you do this, and you're like, this is what I want to see. And now you got 2 episodes, you're like, I don't know what you're gonna do, because this has kind of been like a hyped up letdown.
Basically, yeah.
Because I was hyped. If you go back and watch the last episode of season 2 of Mandalorian, you were hyped for Boba Fett. I'm like, oh snap! They showed him kill Bib Fortuna. He sit on the throne like a G. I was like, okay. Oh, and then you get to the episode and you're like, what the heck is this?
What's this?
Yeah, what is this? Okay, I like the flashbacks, because the flashbacks is stuff I actually wanted to know.
Yeah, the part we want to know. We didn't care about nothing else. Yeah. How did he get out of that sand thingy? All right, and how I thought you was dead, fam. So
yeah, like dead.
To where he was, and we saw him in the Mandalorian. That's all we wanted to know. Matter of fact, they could have ended it there. If they edited it up to the point where you saw him meet the Mandalorian, I would have been fine.
Yeah,
I would have been okay. Fleshed out the past just a little bit more to get a couple more episodes, and I would have been okay.
And for some reason, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know how you read those scripts and been like, yeah, this gonna work.
Yeah, because then season 2 could have been all of this stuff.
Yeah,
it could have been all of this stuff. It's literally 2 seasons that they spliced into one, because it's too much information. Like, these 2 can be completely separate.
Yeah, like, and if you want to have, like, for instance, okay, you see him sit on the throne. First episode of this season should have been the first 3 episodes should have been complete full flashback. It should not have been any present stuff, in my opinion. Shouldn't have been any present stuff. Now, if you wanted to show some present stuff, getting up to the point where he sits on the throne, and you got 2 episodes of that, okay, fine. But like you said, that could be season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just would have had 5-6 episodes of the flashback stuff, and then because what would happen is people would have loved that, and they would have been hyped for season 2, and then you could do you have time to fix that stuff in the present. I don't know, like I said, I don't know who wrote the present day stuff, because the present day stuff and the flashback stuff just felt so different that it felt like 2 different teams were writing that. And then you have this whole Mandalorian episode where you like, basically, this is an episode of the Mandalorian, complete with the composer, the director of a lot of the good episodes, and the entire cast of Mandalorian. So much so to the point where you're like, did they just shoot this in the season of Mandalorian, like you said, and then just move this over?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. I love this episode, but I feel bad for Boba Fett, because I'm like, dude, this is supposed to be your show, and this ain't your show no more.
That ain't your show.
This is not your show anymore, because we know he's gonna be in the next episode at least. You know, Mandalorian's gonna be in at least the next episode. Right. There's only 2 episodes left, so you might well have him in the last episode too.
Yeah, because I was like, that was episode 4, right? That was 4?
This is episode 5.
That was episode 5. So episode
Yes.
5 was the Mandalorian season 2.5.
Yeah.
Right, and now we got 2 more episodes.
Yep.
Okay.
So he might as well be in the season finale too. You ain't gonna have
just finish it out.
Just finish it out with him. I'm like, yeah, have them help out and everything. But this ain't Boba Fett anymore. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give Boba Fett his time to shine because I still believe at some point he's gonna ride that Rancor,
of course,
into a fight. So, and we all know, Fennec. They're gonna give Fennec some cool action sequences. Hopefully, we don't have to deal with nobody with the slowest car chase of all time again. Hopefully, we don't have to deal with that no more. And hopefully the mysterious youths could be better in the last 2 episodes. But I feel bad because this ain't nobody gonna be seeing this as Boba Fett. This is gonna be the Book of Mandalorian.
Yeah. It's definitely like out of place in the midst of it all.
Yeah, out of place, but works.
Yeah,
because I think this is what a lot of people wanted. To be honest, is it fair to a character like Boba Fett? No, but the way this season was going, this was probably the right move to make anyway. The way the season was going, because I was losing interest if it wasn't. And like I said, with the episode 4, they got to the end of the flashbacks, and I'm like, I don't know what y'all gonna do.
Exactly, because I don't want to keep watching.
Yeah, I don't want to keep watching present day stuff. Y'all are not doing it with the present day stuff. So, and once again, and the other thing I think I liked too was the fact that we weren't on Tatooine the whole time. Like we were at a couple different places, which works for me. Because once again, I feel like in Star Wars they love the desert so much because it's cheap to film there.
Basically.
I'm like, hey, can we do that desert scene? But why? I mean, we got Coruscant, we got other places more than just this desert world in the galaxy. It's not that much. It don't cost that much to film there because don't nobody want to be there. So we just gonna film here.
Just real quick. Film right here.
Yeah, we're just gonna film right here. Don't worry about it. We're gonna film right here. I'm like, okay, can we go somewhere else? So, all right, that's it for this episode. I enjoyed it. I loved it.
It was definitely a good time. I enjoyed it because it was the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
There was like, I don't think they want to see a lot of the present day stuff because they all like the past stuff. So let's just throw in a whole episode of the Mandalorian. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Bryce Dallas Howard, you busy? No, I just finished up my episode of Mandalorian. Well, you got another one.
Yeah, there's another episode of the Mandalorian. There you go.
Now, I will say this, because I have been seeing this online, and I do want to say this before we get out of here. There's a lot of people who are saying that Bryce Dallas Howard needs her own series. I'm like, fans need to chill out because you don't know if she wants that or not. She may be cool with like doing her 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, you come in, you do 1 or 2 episodes, you get your check, and you leave.
Yeah.
You are responsible. You ain't gotta stick around. You are a guest director, and people love you. Hey, and then you leave.
Yeah,
you gotta deal with too many egos for a long period of time.
That's why I'm like, I get you happy that she's fired at her job because she is, and she's an awesome actress as well. Yes. So, and I enjoy her episodes too. Don't get me wrong, but if she don't want to have her own series, kindly shut the hell up.
Yeah, leave the child.
Yeah, she can talk for herself. She grown. Yep. She grown.
Leave her.
Yeah, so like I said, I dig her episodes because she's out of all of the Mandalorian directors, her and Rick Famuyiwa is probably my favorite too. They're probably my favorite 2 directors because they usually get multiple episodes a year when they do Mandalorian. They usually get multiple episodes, and I like both of those. If you don't know who Rick Famuyiwa is, he directed The Wood and Dope and was going to be directing The Flash until that script went all to hell in the handbasket. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she wants it, then by all means, I'm pretty sure she'd have those conversations with Disney. I think Disney doesn't have a problem giving her a series if she wants it. But if she don't want it, man, y'all need to chill out.
Yeah, she chilling. She's getting her check. If she wasn't getting her check, okay,
that's different. Yeah,
have an uproar. But she's getting her check and she's being out.
Yeah, So
and it makes her be more flexible, and then she's also able to direct so many other things because she's not tied to a project.
Yeah, because if you get tied to Star Wars, you're tied for years. You're not. It's not no one and done thing. If you're tied to it, and I'm pretty sure the next few films that when they start back doing films, they're going to be tying them directors and teams together for a while because they're not going to have what happened with that sequel trilogy happen again. They're not doing that again. So if you get tied to it, your whole team going to be together for a while. So I can understand that. But that's going to do it for this episode. Leave a comment. Let us know what you guys thought about the episode. And what do you think? What do you think is going to happen with this whole pipe war? Leave a comment. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all the other good stuff. Vicky, anything you want to let people know before we get out of here?
Yeah, as always, come by Fangirl Review on Twitch and YouTube. I'll be over there causing havoc.
All right. I did have a Let's Talk Live last night with Shadow Fox Infinite about Xenoblade Chronicles, the series, as well as the whole Game of the Year 2017 fun time. Check that out over on the gaming channel. It's up on Twitch as well. Winging It Podcast tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Episode 91, we'll be talking about a few things that happened that I think are worth mentioning this week. So come by and check us out. Chat will be open, as always, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. And we will see you guys on our next Sunday for episode 6.
Yes.
Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 2. Later.